Alright, much brew about nothing time. Playing some Mardu Pact in Modern. And... I think this is okay. It's a little awkward that we don't have double black for Gifted Aetherborn. But we can play Copter on turn 2 anyway. And then hopefully by that time have something to crew it on turn 3. So I think that's fine. Blood Crypt tapped. We also have a Pact and a Dark Petition to get an answer to the Pact if we really need to. Smuggler's Copter helps there too. Tower. Well, we got our one Ghost Quarter. There's an Expedition map. Opponent passes. Play the Plains. Play Smuggler's Copter. Pass the turn. Does our opponent have another Tron piece? Yep. Well, let's see what we draw. I think we're going to try to fight through. Play Ghost Quarter. Play Blade Splicer. This is a risky line. We could just Ghost Quarter, but then we can't crew Smuggler's Copter. We might not be able to Blade Splicer the next turn because we'll be down a land. So while this line is definitely risky, even if our opponent finds a Planeswalker, we can hopefully just find a land, Dreadbore, Ghost Quarter. Opponent cracks the map, so they will have Tron next turn. They can't play Ugin, which is helpful. So get in with Copter. We get to loot. There's the land. I think we just get rid of Gifted Aetherborn. I don't think it's high enough impact against Tron. So we'll see. I mean, I feel like we're somewhat able to beat a Karn here. Karn plus Karn, we just Dreadbore Karn, Ghost Quarter Tower. Or actually probably Ghost Quarter the Mine, since that's what they tutored up. What would be worse? Oblivion Stone, crack it would be pretty bad. Well, I guess they can't crack it. Yeah, I think we're kind of okay. Maybe Worm Coil would be pretty annoying. They can Karn nuke Ghost Quarter, but then they lose Karn to Golem Token or something, which isn't very good. We're also unable to play Pack next turn, because we pretty much have to Ghost Quarter. Spellsky. Alright, that's a bit annoying. Opponent's passing. Well, crew up our Copter. Well, let's see. Marsh Flats. Crack Marsh Flats. Get a Godless Shrine. Untapped. Play another Blade Splicer. Crew up our Copter. Attack with everything. I think we'll just discard the land for now. It's going to come into play tapped anyway. Opponent blocks. Takes some damage. The scariest thing would be if our opponent immediately puts Tron back together. So Ghost Quarter the Mine, since that's what they Expedition map for. They likely didn't have a copy. And this Spellsky actually gives them a bit of protection for... Do they just have another? Ancient Stirrings. Gives them a bit of protection for us killing a Planeswalker. They get an Expedition map. So, not going to have Tron this turn, but will have Tron and a ton of mana next turn. Opponent's passing. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, let's crew up our Copter. Attack with everything. We get to loot. There's a Marsh Flats. We'll discard Dark Petition. Opponent blocks. Drops to 6. Oh, man. So we can Thought Seize, although our opponent's going to be able to get 2 redraws with Chromatic Sphere. We can play Demonic Pact and try to set up for next turn. The problem is Oblivion Stone. I think we just Thought Seize. Try to get rid of like an Ulamog, some sort of sweeper. All is Dust. All is Dust isn't actually good here, because we have multiple colorless creatures. Ulamog and Worm Coil. Ulamog, let's see. It takes all of our opponent's mana. It comes down. It gets Copter and Golem, and then we can't beat it. Yeah, I guess we just got to take Ulamog. Play Marsh Flats. Crack this. Get a Swamp. Maybe it would have been better to do this pre-combat. Kill the Spellskite. If we killed this... Yeah, I think we should have killed this pre-combat. Opponent's going to put together Tron, and then they can Worm Coil. Oh, interesting. They draw some new cards. put together Tron, see what they find. So all is dust doesn't beat us, thanks to our Golem tokens and Smuggler's Copter. Alright, opponent, what do you got? Wormcoil might beat us. Ugin is... not that good. Opponent, top decked another Ulamog. Oh, man. Oh, my lord, this is going to be close. Opponent, top decked the card we thought sees. They did draw 2 extra cards, so that probably helped. Oh, man. Well, come on, Demonic Pact. We draw Thoughtseize. Well, I mean, we got one line. We attack with... Oh, no. Alright, we attack with everything. Opponent blocks. Oh, the All is Dust stops Demonic Pact. Yeah, we're going to lose now. We can Thoughtseize. Take All is Dust. Pass the turn. I think we're just dead, though. Actually, we should probably scoop. Oh, man. The second Ulamog off the top. I don't know if I want our opponent to see our deck is the problem. Yeah, we're gonna concede. Oh, boy. Boy, oh boy. Well, bring in Fulminators. Bring in Surgicals. And we're gonna do our best to stick it to Tron. Go down Fatal Push is a dead card. Gifted Aetherborn is a bad card. And try it like this. Zero Lander. Thank you, deck. Well, we got a Fulminator. We're going to need lands for it to matter. If we get a third land, though, this hand could be pretty good. Well, there's a third land. So we get to turn 2 Copter. Turn 3 Fulminator, Crew Copter, kill land. Hopefully draw into our Surgical to just shut down this jank. Chromatic Sphere for our opponent. Well, let's play Arid Mesa. Crack Arid Mesa. Get a Blood Crypt. Untapped. Run out our Smuggler's Copter. Pass the turn. Opponent's cracking the Sphere. Going digging. Ancient Stirrings. Well, come on, Surgical. If we can just loot into a Surgical, it's so good. Opponent takes a tower. Plays the tower. Plays Chromatic Star. So, I mean, I think we're going to hit the tower since it came off the Ancient Stirrings. Opponent passes. Surgical. Resto. Well, Marsh Flats, crack it. Grab a Plains. Play Fulminator. Crew up our Copter. Get in. Get to loot. Surgical. Lingering Souls. Well, we'll discard Lingering Souls. Hit our opponent. Blow up the tower. Pass the turn. Sanctum of Ugin. That's not a Tron piece. Cracks the Star. They have Sylvan Scrying. Alright. So, another Tron piece coming. So, more Fulminators or Surgical are our best draws. Preferably Surgical before our opponent plays another tower. If we can find it, it should win us the game. We only have 2, though. Dark Petition. Well, 1, 2, 3. Play Blade Splicer. Get a token. Crew up our Copter. We get to loot. Land is fine. We'll discard Resto. Well, actually discard Flicker Wisp. So another out is we draw land and loot into a sorcery to discard, and then we can Dark Petition for Surgical. I guess we only just have to find a land, actually. So we need our opponent to not have a tower and then find an untap land. And that should be game winning, because we can get our opponent off tower forever. And that's going to make it really hard for them to cast anything. So no tower this turn. Just a forest, okay. Another scrying, okay. So our opponent's going to have Tron in hand. But we just need a land. A land wins us the game. Well, it can't be Shambling Vent. It has to be untapped. Any untapped land. And we get a loot for it. Opponent passes. Land? It's a ghost quarter. That works. All right, crew up our copter. Dark Petition for surgical. I don't think I've ever done that before. Attack with both. We could still just draw into something here and save our Dark Petition. Well, discard Lingering Souls. Hit our opponent to 11. Play Ghost Quarter. Play Dark Petition. This kind of works since we have 2 instants or sorceries in our graveyard. We actually get to flash back the Lingering Souls as well. Take Surgical. Flash back a Lingering Souls. And then Surgical, the tower. We can pay mana. Get rid of all the towers. Opponent's hand. Okay. I mean, they have engineered explosives that can deal with our tokens and keep them alive temporarily. But being off Tron forever should make it really hard for our opponent to actually win the game. There's explosives on 0. And cracks it. There goes our tokens. And Sylvan Scrying. Sure. I mean, now that Tron can't be set up, we don't especially care. So here we probably just Resto, Blink, Blade Splicer. Demonic Pact. Yeah, I think we just do that. Play Resto. Blink, Blade Splicer. Crew up. And our opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Well, the combo, Fulminator Surgical, is what we want against Tron. So, run it back. No Stony Silences in the sideboard's a little weird. This hand's not very good. We're gonna mulligan. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, deck. This hand has our 2 most important cards, but only 1 land. We can scry. All right, we're gonna try this against Tron. I think we got to take the risk. I mean, we have our... All right, there's a land. We have our best bet of actually winning the game. The other concern is our opponent just turn 3... All right, no concern of turn 3 Tron. Well, I mean, we need a land. If we draw a land, we should win. Or at least have a very good chance to win. Sanctum of Ugin. Opponent hasn't played a single Tron land. The no Tron. Sylvan Scrying. So our opponent's going to have to start playing Tron lands. There's a tower. We do need 1 more land in the next 2 draws. Another Surgical. I'll play Arid Mesa. Pass the turn. Oh, come on, deck. Just a land, an untapped land. There's the tower. Opponent passes land. Yes! Oh, alright, it's a land. Crack Marsh Flats. Get a Blood Crypt. Untapped. Crack Arid Mesa. Get a Plains. Run out our Fulminator. Whoo! The combo's coming through against Tron. Blow up the tower. Surgical the tower. Yes, we're down to 15. We don't really care. Opponent's hand has some good stuff, including 2 Karns. But tower's gone. Karn, Engineered Explosives, Fire Spout. Yep. Pass the turn. Well, our opponent's going to have a hard time casting their Karns now. Grr over the Burn Willows. Now we kind of just want 1 more land for Nahiri. That avoids all their stuff. And Demonic Pact. Well, play Blade Splicer. Pass the turn. Opponent can Fire Spout away our board if they want. Urza's mine. And passes. There's a land. That's good. Get in with our dorks. And I think we're actually just going to play Demonic Pact. We haven't played a Demonic Pact this match. We could play Nahiri, but Pact is fine. Play Pact, pass the turn. Because we can always exile it with Nahiri. Oh, well, we drew our combos. And Expedition Map. Opponent cracks it. Well, you get to draw a couple cards. Plays a forest. I guess our opponent can just brute force their way to Karn. Let's draw 2. Attack with both. Play the Plains. Play Nahiri. Take up Nahiri. Discard Lingering Souls. And pass the turn. So next turn, I think we can Dark Petition for Thoughtseize, Karn, Surgical Karn. There's a Fire Spout. There goes our board. Oh, I think that actually gets our opponent empty-handed if we go that line. Because then we can make our opponent discard with Demonic Pact. The problem with just tutoring up our Harmless Offering as our opponent just Karns and... Well, I guess we can't get our opponent empty-handed. Well, this works too. Target opponent discards 2 cards. They'll probably discard one of the cards, and then we can surgically extract the card. That's a lot more logical than Dark Petitioning. Karn and Explosives. We draw land. Well, let's surgical the card. Opponent says, oh, come Oh, they had all card hand. Oh, now we get the combo kill. Oh, man, we're going to get the combo kill. Take off with Nahiri. Discard Nahiri. Dark Petition. Take Harmless Offering. Play Concealed Courtyard. Pass the turn. Oh, the best surgical ever. Well, it's hard for me to feel bad for Tron or Tron players. Well, drain our opponent. I mean, we could win with Nahiri Ultimate, but we got to give our opponent the Pact. Harmless Offering. Target opponent gains control of target Demonic Pact. And we're not gonna get the Evercall. We could have got the Evercall kill, but this is sweeter. We had 2 options. They're both guaranteed to win us the game, and our opponent doesn't have a choice. They gotta choose you lose the game. Sweet. Well, that worked. We drew our Tron hate pieces, and yeah, Demonic Pact. Oh, God. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, take a second and click that like button down below. It's a great way to help support the channel for free. And you can find the next video in the playlist right here.